I think everything is funny. I think his head injury is funny. I think that he blurts out the things that he blurts out are funny. And I think movies that take themselves too seriously, I think it's a problem. Ordinary People is a very funny movie. There are a lot of really funny lines in that movie. And I think it brings into relief the darker, more serious, more emotional, or more tense moments. And I think that I just can't help writing something funny every now and then in the material. And when I try to be serious and I say, this is just going to be serious, I can't do it. I end up in the most serious moment having my character go, am I dead? You know, because I thought that would be funny.
I haven't seen too much tragedy in my life, thank God, but the couple moments where I have, there was a laugh somewhere in there. Everyone.
Okay.
And on that bombshell.
Lovely, I presume. I recognize the perfume. Can I offer you some pies? Not homemade, but it's decent.
No, thank you.
Probably gotta watch your figure, I imagine, your line of work. Nice name, by the way. Lovely Lemons.
I don't dance anymore. I was never very good at it.
Please tell me you're not waving your hand in front of my face.
Oh, sorry. Have you been blind your whole life?
Most of it, yeah.
How'd it happen?
I looked at the sun too long.
Wow. You hear about that.
Let me ask you a question. What's your real name?
Is there a separate dinner menu?
We're just going to be open for breakfast and lunch.
Oh,
That way we have our nights free.
I see. Okay, we have the Abbey, the Huey. Who exactly are these sandwiches named after?
People I've admired. We could name one after you, if you wanted.
Oh, no, I don't think that's necessary.
Sure, why not?
Well, it's very kind.
No, come on. What's your first name?
Reuben.
What's your middle name?
Louis.
Just on a technical question, I noticed during the bank shootout, the look seemed to change a little bit.
Who owes me $20? Yes.
I was just curious if you shot it all on one stock or if you switched formats during that.
Funny you should ask that. This movie was shot all on with using the Genesis camera, the Panavision high-def camera. And for the most part, it all looks like film and has a very rich film look, and that's why I chose the Genesis camera. And we did a lot of tests pre-production. I used a 360-degree shutter during the bank to better capture the gunfire flashes, because often those flashes, you don't see them. And a lot of that scene is obviously in the dark. For some reason on the day, the camera glitched, and it hyper-focused in a way that made it look in two shots like video. And the cinematographer and I, during color timing, tried very hard to darken it, but it was so dark, you had to darken it so much you couldn't see what was happening. So I made a promise to him. I said, oh, no one will notice. Thank you for that. Let's talk about the cross. So I would go with the cinematographer to all these locations, and we would take pictures, and we would find interesting angles, and then we would put them up on the wall, and oftentimes we would shot list sometimes from these photographs that we took. And he went out by himself one day to photograph the apartment at night, because I was too tired, and he had some extra energy, and he said, I just want to get a look at the corner of that apartment because we're going to shoot into that window. And he comes back with these pictures, and in the window is the church across the street. And it was just a beautiful color. The cross in the window with the brown, it looked beautiful. And I said, wow, we should use the cross, because when he pulls up to his apartment at the end, you know, just in case there are those people who sometimes don't know where they are, it would really help if we see the cross from the inside when we do some shots. Obviously, we're going to see the cross looking out the apartment because it's there, and you do see it in that shot with Joe when he's on the phone with his father. I thought it would be a great way just to mark where we are. So that is really the reason I used the cross. It really had nothing to do with anything, any religious symbolism. It was just, for me, a bit of business that said, this is his apartment.
A question for you, Scott. According to Hollywood legend, the Frank the Pug in Men in Black is named after you. Is that true?
Absolutely. It was originally Scott Frank the Pug, because Ed Solomon and I put each other in each other's movies. He's in this movie, the ice rink, it's hard to read, is the Eddie Solomon Memorial Ice Rink. Because I thought maybe if I kill him off, that'll be the end of it. There was also Eddie Solomon in Out of Sight, the cross-dressing
N-word.
Yes, N-word.
Yes.
Crack dealer. There was Eddie Solomon, the pedophile. Solomon Eddie was in Out of Sight. Eddie Solomon, the pedophile clown in Get Shorty. So, and I won't say how my name has been used, but since Ed's not here.
I like to pick stuff that I think is going to be a good movie. Sounds obvious, but a lot of people don't pick their jobs based on that. And I think that there's some good movies made in mainstream Hollywood, and this is one of them.
Let's start at the end. Can't tell a story if you don't know where it's going. Now that's the end. Now what happened before that?
Once upon a time, I had the perfect life. Now I have to write everything down just to make it through the day.
Any problems this week?
Nope.
Crying? Raging?
Nope.
Taking your meds?
I want you to write down bank extra clean in your little notebook.
That's Chris Pratt.
My friend would like to buy you a drink.
Gary Spargo? We know each other. I was in your sister's class.
I heard what happened to you. And everyone was talking about how you woke up this other guy.
Were you with a lady tonight? Where'd you meet her?
Gary introduced me to her. Toast family, right? What's this?
Yes, this is a project I've been working on.
Why are you taking pictures of a bunch of banks?
Because I'm gonna rob one of them.
What is this?
You know, I need your help.
You want me to rob the bank?
Don't you want your old life back?
You can't give that to me.
I was 3 years ahead of you, and I looked up to you. I'm gonna help you.
How?
Whoever has the money has the power. On the night, your job will be the most important job of all. You're the lookout.
But I can't do this.
Go in there, do your job, and shut your mouth. Where's the money?
Start at the end, work backwards. What are you doing here?
I have the money, I have the power.